Hey guys, and welcome to my video on the ultimate guide on how to protect and cleanse your energy from any energetic attacks. So I'm Gabby Zakara, thanks for coming on my channel. Please subscribe for more videos like this. And yeah, let's just begin. So I've got lots to go through today. I'm going to be looking at my computer quite a bit. It's just down here because I've got loads of things I want to mention and I don't want to forget. I want to make sure you get all the info. So I'm basically going to go over 5 main things in the video and I'm going to timestamp them in the comments below. So if there's anything you want to just skip through and just find where you need to be, you're welcome to do that. So first thing I'm going to talk about is what it means to protect your energy. Second thing is who or what you're protecting your energy from. Third is how to tell whether your energy's been compromised. Fourth is how to protect your energy, which is one of the biggest things. And the fifth one is basically how to cleanse or clean your energy if you've already been attacked and you've already picked up negative energy. So first off, what it means to protect your energy. So it's become like a popular phrase to say, and people keep saying, oh, no bad vibes, like I'm only on like good vibes and all that kind of stuff. I protect my energy and all this. And I don't know whether a lot of people actually know what they need to do to protect their energy. And it's more than just saying no bad vibes and then suddenly you're fully protected and no bad vibes are coming your way. It's a lot more to it, and I think it's a good thing to be aware of how to protect it, being aware of your own energies so that we can help each other and improve the general being of the earth, really. So basically, we have 7 energy bodies, we all do, and that makes up our auric field. And our auric field is basically like an energy field around us. And what it is just energy, but when you say stood near someone, if you close your eyes and you can sense someone stood near you, or you can sense when they're putting their hand near you and stuff, it's because you can feel it in your auric field. And our physical body is our most dense energy body. And the energy bodies become less and less dense and they kind of go more and more out. So this is the physical, and then you get like a less dense one that's probably out here, a less dense one that comes out to here, and they keep going out and out, and it's called your auric field. And there's these 7 different bodies which are your energy. And your auric field, it's basically your first call of defense in terms of protecting your energy and just protecting yourself in general. And a lot of people say that a lot of health issues and any kind of diseases and things actually all start on an energetic level first and then manifest into the physical. So it's really a great way of basically trying to nip things in the bud before they turn into a problem. So protecting your energy is literally just protecting your energetic bodies and strengthening your energetic field to keep you fully protected and strengthening your defense system. So what in particular are you protecting your energy from? So just like on this earthly plane, we've got bugs and little insects and critters and things like that, beings and all sorts. They too exist on a spiritual level in spiritual planes, and they are all just energy. Everything is energy, but different densities and different frequencies and all that kind of stuff. So all these planes are intertwined with each other. And a good way of kind of picturing that is imagining that these planes are like the different types of radio channels that you can get, different radio waves. And you're listening to the radio, but the radio is just tuned into one channel at a time. But all the other channels are still there, they still exist, all in the same space, but you're just tuned in to one particular channel. So that's why people say that they can sense spirits and stuff around us, because the spiritual plane is here too. Everything is all connected, okay? So these spiritual energies and stuff, the energies can actually just affect us on a physical and energetic level as well. Even if they're on a different plane, they're still here and they can still affect you. It basically affects the energy body of yours, which is residing on their plane. So if it's an astral being, then it'll affect your astral body. If it's a being on the mental plane, then it'll affect your mental body. And because all your energy bodies are connected, then it ends up affecting all the others, including your physical body. Hopefully that makes sense. So as there's those bugs, there's the spiritual energetic bugs and critters and all sorts like that. And you know how moths and insects are attracted to light? In the same way like that, these energetic like bugs and critters and stuff, they actually like see our energy bodies, and our energy bodies are made of light. So we shine on the energetic level, we shine, and these little bugs and parasites and stuff, they can see us shining and they follow the light like you'd see a moth follow the light. So they follow the light and they feed off our energy basically, and you can feel them sometimes like crawling around your head or like crawling on your body and stuff like that. And so little parasites and insects and bits like that you can protect yourself from. Thought forms. So basically, anytime anyone has a thought about anything at all, that thought becomes an actual thing in the energetic realm. It becomes like it's like an energetic snake. And these thought forms basically go and attach themselves to anything that you were thinking about, whether it's a situation, whether it's a person, a place, an object, anything. So these energetic snakes will go to that person and it'll give it the energy of what you were thinking, and particularly if you've got an emotion behind the thought form. So what happens is when you think about someone, for example, and let's say you do have an emotion behind it, let's say you were thinking about your grandma, she's in hospital, she's not well, and you were sending her love and healing and you were really hoping she heals and all that kind of stuff. You've then actually sent out a natural energetic thought form that's got its own energy, its life, and it basically goes to your grandma and it gives her the energy and the emotion you were trying to portray. So it gives her the healing thought and the love emotion that you were sending to her. So it does that, and it happens on a positive way if you were thinking and feeling positive. If you're thinking and feeling negative things, like you're thinking anger towards someone, you're really angry at them and you wished harm to them or anything like that, you create a thought form, a snake, that goes to that person, and it basically gives them your energy of anger and tries to cause them harm or tries to make them angry. And what that ends up doing is the healing one will end up giving your grandma that energy and she'll start to heal, she'll have that nice energy. The anger one gives that person anger energy, they'll then act out in an angry way, they might hurt themselves and things like that. So your thoughts and your emotions really do actually have an impact on other people more so than you think. These emotional thought forms can be good or bad. And the more energy that you give it, the more riled up you are going on about someone and all this, the stronger that thought form becomes. And this is how demons came to being. So demons are not from source, they are man-made, basically just from our times we're just really pissed off and feeling angry or sad or these different types of things. Any negative emotions, we create these demons, as well as you can create the positive side of things too. What happens is when you are energetically protected and your auric field defense system is strong, that means that it's completely like impenetrable almost, and so the snakes come, they try and get in to affect you, but they can't because the energetic aura is protecting you. If your energetic defense is down and you've got holes in your aura, because when your defenses go down, your auric field like opens up, like you end up having holes. And these snakes then they find a hole, they come into the hole and they attach themselves to you. They could attach to your head, anywhere they want to attach themselves to you, they do. They can even like go internally inside your body and feed off different areas there, or they can feed off you externally, but they give you the energy that person had sent. So sometimes people can hear demons in their head. Sometimes they can see like dark energies come into them or attach to other people. Sometimes you can just feel or sense things like that. But something really important to remember is this. The whole universe, it sends you what you give out. So if you want to start giving out negative energy to people and you don't care, you think they deserve that snake and that negative energy, that anger to make them react in a certain way, cause them pain, that will actually come back to you because the universe just basically mirrors and reflects everything you put out. So also you can send thought forms, snakes and demons and angels to yourself through how you feel and how you think and how you speak about yourself. Words also hold an energetic frequency, and they also like can send energy and emotions towards people, and these like snakes as well. I've actually experienced as well sometimes daggers, emotional daggers, and it feels like a wooden splint has just been stabbed into your chest or something, and it's like, oh, that really hurts. And it's like someone sent you pain or something like that. You can stab you in the chest and things. When you send these negative thoughts and things like that to yourself, they like come out, but then they attach back to you and give you the horrible energies that you were giving yourself anyway. And so sometimes it can feel like a weight on your shoulders or like a dark heavy cloud over your head and stuff. And that's what people would describe things sometimes feeling like, and what it literally is just you've given yourself a load of heavy, dense, negative energy. You keep putting yourself down and giving yourself this energy that's then causing you to feel that way, and it's like a horrible vicious cycle then, because you feel like sad, and then you're giving yourself, you put yourself down, so then you have more of this negative energy and you're just feeling worse, so then you put yourself down even more, and it's a horrible vicious cycle really. So it's really important to be able to learn how to get rid of these energies and to know that those energies are not you. Do not associate with them. You are a beautiful being of light. That is all you are, and these are just energies that have like come and attached to you, or you've been conditioned with these energies and things like that, but that is not you. Your emotions are not you, your thoughts are not you, your feelings are not you. Anything that you think that could be possibly you, it's not you. You are literally just that love light energy basically. So it's good to disassociate with them, and when you feel these certain energies and stuff, be like, that's not me. So how do I get rid of it? Negative friends. So sometimes you can be around people who actually are just negative people, who like say bitch about other people. They might always just have some drama, they might always create drama, and this can like dump loads of energy on you as well, negative energy and things like that. Also, if they've just got their own stuff going on, they can have their own attachments, their own thought forms, their own demons and all these things attached to them. And what can happen is, just from you being around that person, or even just walking past someone in the street, if someone's got these attachments on them, the attachments feed off the energy that they are made of. So say for example, going back to the example of the anger energy that you sent someone, that's got attached to someone, and that's basically given them the energy of anger, and that then feeds off the anger of that person, and it becomes like stronger, it lives off the anger of that person. If you have an attachment then that's given you anger, someone sent it to you, and every time you get angry it's feeding off that energy. Dexter, do you want to come here? Come here. This is my little boo. Sit down. Good boy. So if you basically have like an attachment, it feeds off the same energy it's given you. So with the anger, for example, if I've got that energy and I can feel it on my head, I've actually noticed from personal experience, if I end up reacting in an angry way, I feel the energy like shudder, like it's just like got off on the fact that I've been angry, and I was wondering whether it was giving me anger energy or whether it's feeding off my anger. And it might be like a two-way street. It might be giving me anger and feeding off mine. So what you could do is either try and get rid of it, but also stop reacting in an angry way, yeah? And once you stop reacting in an angry way, it doesn't have anything to feed anymore, it doesn't have anything to live off. So what can happen then is, it could walk past someone on the street who is angry, and then it'll jump onto them, and they can do this a lot. Depending on like who you're hanging with and all this, like they can jump from person to person if they get bored of being on a host, is what it's called. Then they'll just go and find another person to feed off their energy instead, until they're properly dealt with. So you can be around people, you can pick up stuff from other people, so it's good to just make sure you're around positive people. And if there's someone that doesn't realise that they've got all that stuff on them, then it's just good to try and teach them these different ways too. Also, like I was saying, all these like levels of reality and dimensions and all these different planes are all connected. You can have a thought about someone across the world, and that thought form will still go and attack that person. So basically there's no avoiding it, you just got to protect yourself. You can also have it where if you're with someone that's in a bad mood and got anger in them, they can end up saying something to you and end up passing their anger to you through their words or through their energy, or even through just touching you. Everything's an energetic exchange, so sometimes you can end up getting angry or getting like in a bad mood when you're around someone in a bad mood because they are actually giving you their negative energy through the way that they're speaking to you and things like that. It's almost like an energetic offloading, and sometimes you'll find people actually almost trying to find a reason to blow off at you, to unload this energy off themselves onto you. And it's not like they're doing it on purpose. A lot of people don't actually realise they're doing it, but a lot of the time when you get into arguments, it's not actually about the argument itself, but about the fact that that person was angry and they're just finding a reason to let that steam out. How to tell whether your energy has been compromised. So, first thing is how you feel after interactions with other people. So let's say there's some people that you can hang with and you just feel so buzzing after, you feel so energised, and that type of person's great to be around. They fuel your energy, and just make sure they're not drained, because if they're looking drained and stuff and you probably actually fueled yourself off their energy and stolen their energy, but it was like a one-way street. But if you're both buzzing, you both had a really nice time, really good. If you come away feeling really drained, feeling, oh God, like I feel really negative, feeling a bit moody or any of these types of things, then either they have fed off your energy, that person, or you've picked up attachments from them or things like that. So that's a good way of knowing, being able to tell whether you've picked something up, is just how you feel after spending time with a person. Obviously, people in need, people who have got their own stuff going on, are different to people who are being dramatic and talking bad about people and being negative and things like that. If someone's got their own stuff going on, it's nice to be there to support them. They're not necessarily a negative person, they've just ended up going through situations and not realising or knowing how to protect their energy, being lumbered with lots of different things. They might just be going through stuff emotionally, and so it's not to avoid those people, it's just to protect yourself, really. Obviously, on the other hand, people who are negative about other people can then quite easily be negative about you behind your back as well. So those types of people are people to probably try and cut out your life, just for the fact that you're more likely to get negative snakes and things like that if they're the type of person who naturally just likes to talk bad about people and stuff. Something interesting that I learned is when I used to be really sad, I used to go and give my cat a cuddle, and she used to just make me feel so much better. And obviously we'd give each other hugs and things like that. And basically everything is an energetic exchange. So when you're touching someone, they take on some of your energy and you take on some of theirs. So what I didn't realise is that every time I'd go and hug my cat, I felt better because I'd taken up some of her nice chilled out energy and I'd given her some of my really sad crap energy. But thankfully, pets ground themselves outside often, which will help them get rid of it. So really, if you know how techniques on how to get rid of your energy, it's good to try and get rid of it yourself rather than passing it on to someone else. Obviously, if you need a hug and you're going through things, us humans and stuff, like, we are more than happy to share that burden and share that problem just to help each other out. Especially if it's someone you love, you're more than happy to do that. So don't ever feel guilty if you want a hug, or don't ever feel like you can't hang with someone or speak to someone because you don't want to give them negative energy, because it's just how it is. They could walk past someone and get negative energy. People love to help each other out, and it's just basically about making sure we all know how's best to cleanse our energy and protect ourselves if that ever happens. Another way of how you know that your energy has been compromised is, like I was saying, you could maybe see, sense or hear things. For example, I can feel when those energy snakes are like crawling through my head or biting my head, and sometimes they bite your spine. So you might sense like a prickly heat energy. It's like from what I've experienced, the real prickly, horrible, heavy stuff is like a demon. It's horrible. It's like it's breathing hot air down your back or something. Or sometimes I just feel something sat it's like a cat sat on my head or something, but it just feels like it's sat just attached to my head. And I seem to feel them a lot on my head for some reason. But another way to know if your energy's been compromised, if you're feeling down, sad or angry, fearful for no reason or you're not sure why, or if it's just come out of the blue, or you've been around someone and then you're feeling that way. And that's why it's really good to actually be aware of how you're reacting towards things, because then you know, oh hang on, I wasn't like this before. Rather than getting involved if you've reacted in an angry way and just being involved in that anger, stepping back and going, why am I angry? Like, I was chilled out before I like spoke to this person or whatever it is, and again, not necessarily avoiding people, but just being aware of your own energy and how to cleanse it. So you go, right, I am angry, let's get rid of it, let's sort it out. It's about basically taking responsibility, and even if someone's given you that anger and it wasn't yours self-created, you still then go, whether they've given it me or whether I've created it myself, it's now my responsibility because it's in myself and I've noticed it. Rather than passing it on to someone else, I'm now going to get rid of it because I know how. Another way you know is intrusive thoughts. So as an example, I've been cutting a carrot, and I'll have this flash image in my head or this thought of basically like just chopping all my fingers off like that. And it's a horrible thought, like really horrible. But those types of thoughts is that there's something in your head that's giving you those types of thoughts. And so basically it might be a energy of pain that someone's sent to you, that it's then like a demon in your head, trying to basically influence you to do something that will cause you pain. And it's obviously really weak because it doesn't have the ability to even make you cut your fingers. But what can happen is people can have these build up over time, and then they'll have negative voice in their head telling them all these negative things, and it can build up, and that's when it starts to get quite bad and serious. So this video is to be continued. Find out in part 2 all about nutrition, protection spells, S.E.X, high vibrational words, sounds and crystals, and loads more stuff on how to protect and cleanse your energy. So check that out, it's links in the description. These are all just from my own experiences, but please, if you have any more that you want to share, like, you're more than welcome. Would love to hear any more. We're all here to learn and to be able to protect our energies and stuff, so any more info you've got would be amazing. I've been Gabby Zakara. Thanks so much again. Have a lovely week. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a like if you liked it, and much love. I'll speak to you soon. Peace.